Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk. The clock is ticking louder than usual. Deadlines are piling up. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweating, and your brain feels like it's on fire. You call it stress. But what if I told you this exact feeling could be your hidden superpower? What if stress wasn't your enemy, but your unused fuel for focus, performance, and growth? Because the truth is, stress isn't always trying to break you down. Sometimes it's your body's way of saying, you're alive, you care, you're ready, I know how it feels. Like the world is pressing down on your chest. I've been there. Those nights when you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, I can't do this anymore. But here's the thing. Stress doesn't always mean you're weak. It often means you're growing, you're reaching, you're becoming something more. So before you label this energy as the enemy, pause. What if you could learn to use it? If you're ready to turn stress into strength, to fuel your focus instead of fighting it, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing, because this is where your journey toward mental mastery begins. Reframing stress, the science of energy. Here's something fascinating. Research from Stanford University found that people who believe stress can help them actually perform better under pressure. Their bodies still react, the heartbeat, the adrenaline. But instead of shutting down, they stay sharp. They remain alert, yet calm. So what's happening? It's all about perception. The moment you stop seeing stress as a threat and start viewing it as a tool, your entire physiology shifts. Think of stress like electricity. Too much can shock you, but when it's channeled correctly, it lights up your world. It powers focus, action, and growth. Picture an athlete before a race. Heart pounding, muscles tight, adrenaline rushing. That's not anxiety, it's readiness. You can use that same response before an exam, an interview, or a big decision. And yes, your hands might shake before that meeting, or your chest might tighten before that test. But that's not weakness. That's energy asking to be directed. So the next time stress hits, try this. Smile, literally. Tell yourself, my body is preparing me. That single phrase rewires your response and steadies your mind. If this is speaking to you right now, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to show you more content that helps you transform challenges into pure energy. Quick mental hack 1. Rename the feeling. Here's the first and simplest mental hack. Change the label. When I used to get nervous before presentations, I'd tell myself, I'm anxious. And every time I did, my body responded exactly as expected. My hands shook, my voice cracked, and my thoughts scattered like leaves in the wind. Then one day I tried something different. Instead of saying I'm anxious, I said, I'm excited. Same heartbeat, same adrenaline. But something shifted. My body believed me. I felt sharper, more present, more in control. That one word flipped my mindset and changed my performance overnight. Science backs this up. Studies show that labeling emotions changes how your brain's amygdala, the emotional center, responds. When you rename stress as energy or focus, your brain adjusts your chemistry to support that belief. So today, try this. I'm not nervous, I'm ready. I'm not anxious, I'm focused. I'm not overwhelmed, I'm activated. Say it out loud, feel it, because when you change the language, you change the experience. You can't erase stress, but you can rewrite its meaning. And when you do, your body and mind start working together instead of against you. Quick mental hack 2. Use the 90-second reset. Here's a powerful trick used by top performers and neuroscientists alike. The 90-second reset. Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor, a Harvard-trained neuroscientist, discovered that when a stress reaction hits, your body releases a flood of chemicals that take about 90 seconds to clear out, unless you keep replaying the story in your mind. Think about it. The last time someone said something irritating, you probably replayed it all day, right? You kept reliving it, word for word. That's not stress anymore. That's a mental replay keeping you stuck in the loop. And it's okay. Our brains are wired to loop pain and protect us. But here's the empowering part. Now you can break that loop. When you feel that emotional surge, pause. Acknowledge it. I'm feeling it. Then take a slow, deep breath for 90 seconds. Don't feed the thought. Don't add new stories. Just breathe. When the wave passes, you'll notice. You feel calmer, clearer, and more in control. Picture the emotion like a wave, strong, fast, but temporary. You don't have to drown in it. You can ride it until it settles. You don't control the first wave, but you do control whether you surf or sink. Quick mental hack 3. Channel the energy. Once stress activates your body, the worst thing you can do is sit still. Empathetic note. Ever felt that restless buzz when you're worried? That's not weakness. It's your body begging to move. Authoritative explanation. When you move, even for a minute, your brain reads it as action. That signals your nervous system to release the tension and shift from panic mode to performance mode. Actionable tips. Stand up and stretch. Walk for 2 minutes. Shake out your arms. Combine deep breathing with gentle movement. Picture yourself standing tall, rolling your shoulders back, taking slow, powerful breaths. Feel that heat in your chest transform from pressure into drive, from chaos into control. A friend of mine used to panic before big meetings. Now she takes a quick walk and tells herself, "I'm charging up." Her confidence didn't come from avoiding stress. It came from redirecting it. Takeaway: energy trapped becomes anxiety. Energy moved becomes power. Quick mental hack 4. Focus on purpose, not pressure. Most stress comes from focusing on what could go wrong instead of remembering why it matters. Before I record videos, I still feel my heart racing. But then I remind myself, I'm not doing this for perfection. I'm doing it for impact, to help someone out there who might need this message today. And just like that, pressure turns into purpose. Authoritative insight. Psychologists call this meaning reframing. When you anchor your actions in purpose, your brain switches from a threat response to a challenge response. You feel driven, not drained. Action step. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, why is this important to me? Who benefits if I keep going? What could this moment teach me? Imagine climbing a steep hill. If you stare at the pain in your legs, you'll stop halfway. But if you look up and see the view, the reason, you'll keep climbing. Takeaway: pressure shrinks the moment purpose expands. Quick mental hack 5. The stress to gratitude. Flip. Here's the most powerful reframe of all. Transform stress into gratitude. You might think, gratitude when I'm stressed? Yes, especially then. Scientific insight. Research shows that gratitude activates your brain's reward and calm systems, lowering cortisol levels. It doesn't erase the challenge, but it rewires how you experience it. Gratitude shifts you from survival mode to growth mode. Practical exercise. Next time stress hits, try this simple mental flip. I'm grateful my body is giving me energy to care about this. I'm thankful I have something meaningful enough to feel pressure for. When I first started my YouTube journey, I'd panic before hitting upload. Then I began saying, I'm grateful for this chance to grow. That single sentence turned fear into focus, and every upload felt lighter. Imagine turning a storm cloud into rain that nourishes your garden. Same water, different outcome. Takeaway: stress shows what you care about. Gratitude gives it meaning. Real-life transformation. Example: let's bring it all together. There was a young designer I once coached who froze every time her boss criticized her work. Her hands shook, her mind went blank, and her confidence started slipping away. We worked on reframing. She began saying, I'm learning, instead of, I failed. She used the 90-second reset to calm her emotions, and she channeled that nervous energy into extra practice. 3 months later, she wasn't just calm, she was leading projects. Her stress didn't disappear, it transformed. What once crushed her became her superpower. Empathetic reflection. Maybe you're standing in that same place right now, overwhelmed, overworked, and wondering if you can keep going. You can. You're not breaking down. You're being built up. Optimistic realism. Yes, it takes effort. Yes, you'll slip sometimes. But every time you reframe, reset, or redirect your energy, you train your brain to turn pressure into power. Stress doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're alive and ready to grow. Let's recap the 5 quick mental shifts that turn stress into strength. 1. Rename the feeling. Say, I'm ready, not I'm nervous. 2. Use the 90-second reset. Breathe, let the wave pass. 3. Move the energy. Walk, stretch, or shake it out. 4. Focus on purpose, not pressure. Remember why it matters. 5. Flip stress into gratitude. Thank your body for showing you care. You can't eliminate stress, but you can elevate it. You can turn pressure into power, anxiety into activation, and chaos into clarity. Because stress isn't your enemy, it's your untapped energy waiting to be mastered. So imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you wake up facing the same challenges, but this time, you feel lighter, sharper, and more in control. That's the power of reframing. And if you're ready to master that power, subscribe and stay with this community, where we don't run from stress, we rise with it. If today's video helped you see stress in a new light, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need this reminder right now. You never know whose mindset you could shift with one simple message. Because every time you pause, breathe, and choose to reframe stress as energy, you're not just calming your mind, you're reclaiming your power. You're showing yourself that strength isn't the absence of pressure, it's the ability to turn it into purpose. So the next time life feels heavy, remember, you've got the tools. Rename it, reset it, move it, reconnect with why it matters, and be grateful that you care enough to feel it. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more mind-shifting videos like this. Each one designed to help you train your thoughts, master your emotions, and build the strongest, calmest, and most focused version of yourself. You're not here by accident. You're here because something in you knows you're ready to rise. And this is just the beginning.